My roommate used my curated selfies to catfish a billionaire heir online. Just now, a string of comments floated past me in the air. My sweet protagonist, don't be afraid. So what if you're 200 pounds? He loves your soul. Just have a good cry when you meet him, and the CEO will definitely forgive you. After all, you only did it because you love him so much. I glanced at my roommate, then back at the photo of the heir on my phone. My eyebrow shot up. He's been falling for her soul and my face? In that case, starting right now, he's my boyfriend. A fascinating soul? I tilted my head, looking at Sonia on the top bunk, currently picking at her feet. She had just finished a round of a mobile game when her phone buzzed. A smug look instantly spread across her face. She shoved the screen toward me. Honestly, Arya, aren't men just idiots? I told him I didn't want to talk, and he sent me another $2,000. On the screen, the memo for the transfer was glaringly clear. For my baby, buy yourself some snacks. Don't get too thin. Sonia gleefully accepted the payment and sent a voice message in a syrupy, high-pitched tone. Thank you, hubby, I love you. The floating comments went wild. I'm squealing. This is the most romantic thing ever. Actually, she doesn't need to lose weight. He loves curvy girls. Exactly. That roommate of hers, Arya, might be pretty, but you can tell she's a total schemer. She's nothing like our pure, adorable heroine. A schemer, am I? Fine. Since you've all said it, I'd be letting you down if I didn't live up to the title. I put down my book and asked casually, so when are you going to introduce us to this generous boyfriend of yours? The smile on Sonia's face froze for a second, her eyes darting away. He's busy. You've heard of the Sterling Group, right? He's the heir. He has billion-dollar deals to close every day. He doesn't have time to meet you common folk. She then looked at me, her eyes narrowed with suspicion. Arya, you're not jealous, are you? I guess it makes sense. So what if you're beautiful? You still have to work part-time at a coffee shop to pay your bills. Not like me. I just have to lift a finger, and the money rolls in. I smiled and stood up, walking to the mirror to adjust the new white dress I'd just bought. The girl in the mirror was all slender waist and long legs, with skin so pale it practically glowed. Jealous? Not really. It's just that. I turned, giving her a meaningful look. Since he loves you so much, don't you think you should let him see the real you? My stare seemed to unnerve her. She quickly changed the subject. Hey, Arya, can you send me that new portrait photo you just took? I want to use it as my phone wallpaper. I sneered internally. Wallpaper my ass. The Sterling heir was clearly asking for more photos. Without a word, I sent it to her. The comments erupted in cheers again. Our baby heroine is so kind. She's working so hard to maintain her image in his eyes. Can't wait for them to meet in person. He'll realize that even though she looks different, their souls are a perfect match, and they'll be together forever. Meet in person, huh? Funny, I was waiting for that day too. On Saturday afternoon, I put on a careful no makeup look. Before I left, Sonia was still lying in bed like a corpse, her mouth full of potato chips. Where are you going on a weekend? She mumbled. Meeting a friend, I replied, slipping on my shoes. Sonia scoffed. What friend? Some broke guy? Arya, don't say I didn't warn you. A woman needs to find a rich man. Otherwise, you'll be stuck at the bottom forever. I ignored her taunts and walked out the door. The Sterling Group Tower was a gleaming skyscraper in the heart of downtown, the most expensive part of the city. I sat in the coffee shop on the ground floor for half an hour before I finally saw a familiar figure. Liam Sterling. I had to admit, the prize Sonia was after was top shelf. Broad shoulders and narrow waist, all wrapped in a perfectly tailored suit. His face was even more handsome than the blurry photos online. The comments were getting excited too. Ah, there's our hero. So handsome. Is he getting off work to go to dinner? If only our baby heroine were here. Wait, look, why is that schemer Arya here too? What is she up to? What am I up to? Just giving your hero a little shock to the system. I timed it perfectly. Just as he was about to reach the door, I picked up my coffee and pretended to rush out. Thump. I stumbled right into his arms, the coffee splashing onto his expensive cufflink. Liam's hand instinctively shot out to steady my waist. Our eyes met. In that instant, I saw the pure shock in his eyes. It's you? Liam's voice was deep and pleasant, with a tremor of disbelief. I immediately straightened up and pushed away from him, a blush blooming on my cheeks. I'm so sorry, sir. Are you all right? I was in a hurry for my part-time job and wasn't looking where I was going. I'm terribly sorry. My performance was flawless. Panic, shyness, guilt. I played every note to perfection. Liam was stunned. In his mind, the girlfriend who flirted with him over text and accepted his money without hesitation was now standing right in front of him. But my reaction was that of a complete stranger. You don't know me? He asked tentatively. I blinked my wide eyes, feigning confusion. Should I know you? I glanced at my phone and gasped. Oh no, I'm going to miss my bus. Sir, if your suit needs to be dry cleaned, please come find me at the Wanderlust Cafe just up the street. My name is Arya. I promise I'll pay for it. Before he could react, I turned and ran. Liam stood there, watching me disappear, his brow furrowed. He whispered the name to himself, Arya. When I got back to the dorm, Sonia was showing off to Tina from the next bed. Ugh, I told him not to, but he insisted on buying me this Louis Vuitton bag. He's just impossible. Tina looked on with envy. You're so lucky, Sonia. We don't even have boyfriends. When Sonia saw me, she quickly hid her phone and said in a snide tone, oh, look who's back from her date with Mr. Broke Guy. Did he treat you to a hot dog from a street cart? I hung up my bag and replied coolly, we didn't eat, just had coffee. TCH, I knew it, Sonia said with an eye roll. By the way, do you have any more of those portrait photos? Send me a couple more. I raised an eyebrow. What? One wallpaper isn't enough? None of your business. Just send them. Stop asking so many questions. I casually sent 2 more photos her way. Watching her happily save and forward them, I couldn't help but feel a wicked sense of glee. Go on, send them. The more you send, the deeper Liam's suspicion will grow. Sure enough, a few minutes later, Sonia's expression soured. She stared at her phone, chewing her fingernails anxiously. Just then, my phone vibrated. It was a friend request from an unknown number. The profile picture was a deep space nebula. The note read, "This is Liam Sterling. You bumped into me earlier outside the Sterling Tower. A slow smile spread across my face as I accepted. Liam, Miss Coy, you work at Wanderlust Cafe? Me, yes, that's right. Sir, about your suit. Liam, the suit is fine. I'm free tomorrow. I'd like to buy you a coffee and discuss the compensation. Discuss compensation? Right. His intentions were crystal clear. I replied with a simple okay and turned off my phone, ready for a nice, long beauty sleep. The next morning, a black Maybach was parked at the school gate, drawing stares from every student who passed by. Liam Sterling was leaning against the car door, one long leg crossed over the other, holding a designer bag with breakfast inside. His eyes lit up when he saw me, and he strode over. Good morning, Miss Coy. I feigned surprise. Mr. Sterling, what are you? I was in the neighborhood, he said, his expression perfectly straight. I have business nearby, so I thought I'd give you a ride. I hesitated for a moment before getting into the car. The interior was filled with a subtle, pleasant woody scent. As he drove, Liam asked, seemingly at random, Miss Coy, you're still in college, right? Why are you working part-time on the weekends? I looked down at my hands. My family situation isn't the best, I said softly. I want to earn my own living expenses to lighten their burden. Liam's grip on the steering wheel tightened. I could almost hear his thoughts. I just sent her $2,000 last night. Why is she still working today? We soon arrived at the cafe. I got out and thanked him, but instead of leaving, he followed me inside. He chose a table by the window and ordered an Americano. I busied myself behind the counter, grinding coffee beans and frothing milk. Liam's gaze never left me, a mixture of curiosity and something else, fascination. After a while, he got up and walked to the counter, pointing to my bare neck. Miss Coy, you don't like wearing jewelry? I blinked. Oh, I don't really wear any. I can't afford it. Liam's pupils contracted. Just last week, he had bought his girlfriend a $10,000 necklace. She had sent him a picture of herself wearing it, saying she absolutely loved it. And the collarbone in that photo was identical to the one right in front of him. Just then, his phone buzzed. He glanced at it, and his expression became even stranger. I snuck a peek at the comments. What is he doing? Why is he staring at that schemer? Our baby heroine just texted him saying she misses him. Why isn't he replying? Liam looked from his phone screen to me, who was just setting his coffee down. On his phone, Sonia's message was displayed clearly. Hubby, I'm studying in the library. So tired. I need a hug. In reality, the girl from the photos was standing in front of him, wearing an apron and serving him coffee. Case closed. Liam took a deep breath. His eyes cleared, and a hint of coldness crept into them. He took the coffee, his fingertips brushing against the back of my hand. Miss Coy, could I get your number? I feigned a shy blush. Oh. Okay, sure. After we exchanged numbers, Liam, right in front of me, changed my contact name to Arya, the real one. Back at the dorm, the atmosphere was tense. Sonia was sitting on her bed, furiously typing on her phone, clearly arguing with someone. She didn't show off when I came in like she usually did. Instead, she just shot me a dirty look. Tina rushed over, her face alight with gossip. Arya, who was that who dropped you off? In a Maybach. He was so hot. Sonia's ears immediately perked up. Oh, just a friend I recently met, I said nonchalantly. A friend you just met drives a Maybach to give you a ride? Sonia couldn't help but interject, her voice dripping with acid. Arya, don't tell me you've become some rich guy's sugar baby. Those men are just playing with you. You'll end up sold and still be counting the money for him. I smiled. What? Are you the only one allowed to have a rich boyfriend? I can't have a friend with a nice car? Sonia was speechless for a moment, then scoffed. I'm in a serious relationship, not like whatever you're doing. Humph. Just then, Sonia's phone rang. She glanced at the screen, her eyes widened, and then she erupted in pure joy. Oh my god, he wants to see me. He wants to meet in person. The comments exploded. Ah, it's finally happening. Our hero couldn't wait any longer. Get ready for the face slap. That schemer Arya is about to see what true love looks like. Sonia's hands were trembling as she typed out a reply. He said tomorrow night, at that new revolving restaurant downtown. It's the most expensive place in the city. She jumped off her bed and started frantically rummaging through her closet. Arya, let me borrow your red dress. And that Chanel bag. I leaned against my wardrobe, watching her scramble around like a clown. No. She turned away, muttering curses as she went back to her own collection of cheap, fast fashion clothes. I glanced down at my phone. Liam's profile picture was lit up. Arya, are you free tomorrow night? I'd like to take you to dinner. At that new revolving restaurant. I looked at Sonia, still lost in her fantasy, and replied, of course, see you there. Same time, same place. This was getting interesting.